Hello, everyone. This is Vern, or you can call me Vernetta. Welcome to Lifestyle Change Straight Talk. I was a former bodybuilder, a former personal trainer, had my own business, and I realized that there was a disconnect. And so now I am a lifestyle coach because, like I mentioned before, I would train people in the gym, and then they would just go back home to whatever kind of life they call themselves living, which in a lot of cases probably wasn't working. So today I am going to talk about how important routines and schedules are to have them and to stick to them. Um, me personally, I will say that I have routines for everything from the time that I wake up in the morning till the time I get home. We have routines, I'm getting ready to work. I'm getting ready to go to work. We have routines while we're at work. We have routines when we come home. We have routines when we go to the gym or whatever kind of workout session that you find yourself into, just everywhere. So it's really important to have routines because get this, especially first thing in the morning, it stops your brain from having to work so hard. When you wake up, you're groggy and you're just trying to get it together. If you're on a routine and you stick with it, your brain doesn't have to work as hard. It's amazing, but it really does work. So you got to plan. You want to have daily routines. You want to have weekly routines. You want to have monthly routines. I'll give you an example. When I was working closely with an accounting department, of course, and all you folks who are into that field know that they have to close out at the end of the month. So there are routines that we had to go through at the end of the month in order to make sure all the I's were dotted and T's were crossed so that they could close out the books. So routines are really important. They help keep you on track. They allow you to get things done. They allow you to do things on a consistent basis. And it's amazing how it will lower your stress level if you have a great routine. If you have to make like really important life decisions, I'm not going to say you may not always have a routine for that, but you can, if you think back about a situation that was in your life and it was really stressful, you didn't have a plan, it was all new to you and you had to start from scratch, it could have been and probably was, I'll speak for myself, extremely stressful. I was like, I don't know anything about this. I've been thrown into this. I have to do a lot of research about this, to see what's going on, whether I'm on the right page, doing the things the right way. And so it's amazing how routines work. And here's another example I want to throw out too. So when I'm get up in the morning, I have a tendency to look at the news because I want to know what's going on and I want to look at the traffic. And so I had noticed that there was a backup on the route that I have to take going to work. And so I said, okay, I'm going to not go that way this morning. We're going to take the back roads. So I get in my car, I turn out of the neighborhood, go down the street, and sure enough, I go the exact same way that my brain was trained to go, which was on the highway. And that was not the way that I wanted to go. So it's just an example to let you know that routines really do work. The brain is an amazing muscle. And it's just so much. It's so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just amazing how it operates. So, it's vital to have your routine set. And what you can do and what I do a lot of times is I use my Google Assistant. I'll put my reminders in there. I'll put my reminders in my calendar. At work, I have one calendar. I'm not going to have separate calendars because I don't have in a stressful day, I can't remember which one. I don't have time to try to figure out which one I need to go to. Everything is in one calendar. Well, I put everything in my Google Assistant to the point where I want it to be repetitive. I want it to remind me in a repetitious way until I get it in my brain of what I really need to do at a certain period of time. And if can't do it at that time, then I need to be able to reset it so that I can do it in the time that it needs to be done. So, I can't stress how important it is to have good routines in place. And I'm thinking about, here's another example when you think about a routine, sleep routine. Somebody asked me about this the other day, and you may have heard of it before, and it's been mentioned plenty of times, is that it's really best for you to try to stay on your same sleeping schedule, routine, your routine schedule, whatever, because it really helps the body to be able to, for lack of a better way of saying it, just function better. So I'll give you an example. So in the morning, I have to wake up at 4:50 a.m. because I have a very early morning. I have to be at work at 7. And so I have a tendency to still keep that very close on the weekends. Like I may not wake up at 4:50, but I'm going to wake up maybe 6:30. Take it off a little bit to give myself a little extra time, and also depending on what time I got in the bed the previous day. And then on Sunday, I'm going to roll it closer to the time that I need to get up on Monday. So on Sunday, I'm going to get up at 6. So it won't be as difficult for me to wake up on Monday and be ready to rock and roll. So, I mean, guys, routines and schedules work, folks. I can't stress it enough. Got to start somewhere. I hear a lot of people say that, well, I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to sit back and think about my life. I don't have time to analyze, what I do during the course of my day. I don't have time to plan. You got to make time. You have to make time for you. You have to make time for you to, sit back and not be disturbed. Get inside your head and just think through a lot of things. Do some brainstorming, whatever you have to do. But you have to make time to do these things, or you will never be able to make your lifestyle change. It's imperative. I can't stress it enough. And yeah, life will knock you off. At times, things happen. I understand that. But it's like, I can't think of a really great example, but like riding a bike. When you fall off of it, you brush yourself off and you get yourself back on the bike and you ride it. And of course, you'll as you start, you'll set your routines in your schedule. And if you consistently see a pattern where certain things aren't working for you, then of course, you tweak it. And so that's what you have to do. But they work for me. They work for me, and they work for certain types of positions. Like, for example, I'll say call center. When you work in a call center, it's high stress, it's fast paced. You have to know so many different things. You have to have so many different types of apps open and things of that nature. And certain things need to be done at a certain time. So I'll give you an example. You're not only on the phone in a call center, but you may have to answer telephone calls. You may have to call people back. You may have to read your emails. So you have to set schedules and routines so that you do certain things at certain times every morning to make sure that you get all your work done. So it's again, I can't stress how important it is to have your routines, and especially when you're training. We can talk about that in another session too. Example, some people try to shake it up. It depends on whether you just started working out or whether you have been working out for a while. But some people want to go in and they want to get their cardio started. You got to warm up your body, get loosened up and everything, get your body ready to prepare to work a stressful workout. If you're working like you should be, training like you should be. And so you have a pattern, you go in, you do your cardio. I'll say, depending on your body type and your metabolism, me personally, of course, you can see that I'm very small. I've been small. I'm an ectomorph. Been small all my life. That's DNA. Don't have, not built like a lot of a lot of other women are. So you do what works for you. So some people may get in and train 30 minutes because they're trying to work that cardio. I don't need to do that. That's not in my routine. I'm going to get on the treadmill, maybe 5, or on the bike or whatever, 5 minutes, and I'm off because I'm training differently. And it's just so much. So then you move to, your next set of workout, your routine, depending on what you're working on for the day. And then you got to cool down. So that's a routine. You can get in, do your cardio first, get in, hit your larger muscles first, and then finish your workout. And then you cool down, stretch, and then you leave. And so again, just a quick tip for folks who either already know about routines and you've fallen off your routines, you need to get back on your routines, tweak your routines. But routines work. They for me, they help me to stay on track. They help me to eliminate making a lot of mistakes because I had trained myself to do certain things at a certain time, certain ways. And so you may, if you're not that type of person, you may want to think about, and you find yourself doing a lot of things or having a lot of stress in your life, if you set up certain routines and work them, and just keep them in check, then I think your life would be less stressful. So I hope to talk to you guys soon in the next session. And hey, you got homework. If you don't have any routines, you need to try to get some going. And if your routines aren't currently working for you, you need to set some new ones and retrain your brain and retrain your body. Okay, that's it for this session. I hope you guys have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.